Heck no, put it back.
It's not even that.
I don't care. Put it back.
Music247.com. We're changing the industry one artist at a time.
Perfect. Alrighty.
Life ain't fair.
Alrighty. Welcome everybody to another Power Up International. Your boy the Veep in the building. I got EBTCH and GOOB. We got Dizzy and DRay, and we have a special guest who decided to actually trust her life with us tonight. So that's amazing. So
I can't even believe she's here.
we have Miss Ashley Page, Miss Storytime in the building. What's up? What's happening, everybody?
I'm so excited to be here.
Thank you for hanging out with us. Oh my goodness. Well, first and foremost, for those that don't know, Miss Ashley Page is known as a content creator. She's all over YouTube, TikTok. You're on Instagram as well?
Yes.
Okay. Instagram. Amazing stories of through her career, her family. She kept me in stitches for a long period of time, and it is such an honor to actually get the second time to talk to her. So this is really great. But today, I actually found out last time I spoke to her that she has a nerd side, so she is welcome amongst us. So this is where we have a bridge that we can all cross and chat it up about. But before we get into that, Mr. Ashley, would you be so kind to just let people know a little bit about you so that they're caught up? Let's put it that way.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Not a problem. First of all, this is so dope. You guys are so funny. I love it already.
Thank you.
Absolutely. I am a nurse and I am also an author. And so I guess you can say, influenced by a lot of what I see in the nursing world to continue with my storytelling. So I started just telling stories based on the experience that I had as a nurse. And then that led to me telling stories on YouTube and Instagram, and it just expanded, and I just kind of built a reputation as a storyteller. And I've always wanted to be an author. So I just used that momentum to build a following for, my stories that I've written and published. And it's been a dope ride. It's been fun.
Awesome. So, Dizzy, have you seen any of Miss Ashley's videos before?
I actually have not.
Not a problem.
So I am gonna go and look those up because I hear Freak was just telling me how awesome they were. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Wait a minute, it's almost like you got a stunt double, Dizzy. I'm just not. It doesn't work for me.
Put it on.
Hey, put the brocos on.
I'll put the brocos on.
Her glasses broke.
There's Dizzy. There's Dizzy.
And it's tripping them out.
I can't handle it.
I take it back.
Hey,
can't hear my face without the glasses.
Yeah, we can't hear your face.
So first of all, what I would like to say, before they completely derail everything we're doing here, is that first of all, thank you for all of your hard work as a nurse.
Yes.
That is amazing. That is truly commendable. I could not do that. I don't have the temperament, the patience, or the brains to do that. So thank you for all of your hard work, because I know you guys work hard with a capital H.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And just so you know, actually, Freak is in the comments. He said I was hooked on the first page. Need the next one pronto. I think he means episode, but we get the point. Yes, indeed.
Oh, that's so dope. Thank you.
He was going to keep us on track in the comments, and he's already derailed it.
Thank you.
Let me put you in timeout.
Probably.
Good.
Hey, that's how she acts when she sees pretty people. Ashley, I got a question. Let's start.
My first comment to Disney today was take it off. So, I mean,
I apologize.
I'm not here to behave.
Don't apologize for that. Just let her be who she is. Ashley, in a former life, I was a library tech at a nursing school, and so I got a chance to meet a lot of nursing students. Would you say that your experience, not just in the hospital setting, but also in training and everything, it basically helped feed your comic timing? Because a lot, nurses have a lot of, it's a real heavy job. It's a real mentally taxing, physically draining job that at some point you have to have almost a maniacal sense of humor to survive. Would you say that basically fueled what you do now?
Absolutely. I literally started the storytelling from my nursing experiences. My very, very first story, I believe, was me basically complaining about the fact that I was in the middle of trying to give report and I kept getting interrupted by another nurse, and I had just had a long night, and that resonated with a lot of nurses, a lot of other people. And then my next most viewed story was me basically assessing a woman who wanted to get breast augmentation surgery done, but she needed cardiac surgery done, and somehow everybody completely blew over that. Like, it was just, oh, you need a heart, but let's get you some new boobs first.
Okay. Ashley, wait a minute. Ashley, I need you to do me a favor. With this group, you cannot say breast augmentation, blew over, or whatever else that was that you said. Please.
Excuse me. I believe all of us behaved there at DRay. We were all on our best behavior.
You didn't see somebody over there adjusting their cleavage.
That is true. I was looking down at my crochet. So
Okay.
I was not supervising.
But
You guys are wild.
You know what drives DRay crazy though is that Freak and I are such sickly people, and he hates our sense of humor, because if you're not laughing, you're crying. And so, like, our dark sense of humor just really bugs him about, like.
I mean, how you doing? Oh, I didn't die today. Where do you go from there?
Up. There's one place you
Further
go for
down,
up.
DRay.
To be fair, okay, first of all.
Further fucking down.
Anyway.
To be fair, Freak said hopefully you'll get some results, and because I was in the gym and I was trying to like deal with my fibro, and I said, yeah, death is the result, please.
Oh my god.
See?
You just didn't try hard enough.
Unfortunately, I'm alive.
Yes, this is what we deal with every week. Love them.
Every week.
We love them. We know what to expect. Let's put it that way. So it's not,
But
the shock
not to expect
warm
DRay
up a little bit.
DRay
I was behaved. For a minute.
DRay had a good point. Like, I mean, because you've got to have a sense of humor to do what you do and come out of it smiling, as bright as you are in here smiling. So that probably definitely contributed to your content creation. And I'm definitely going to go and be looking it up after this if someone will text me to remind me.
And I am convinced that anybody that can pass organic chemistry is a rock star superhero anyway. Because I only remember Krebs cycle from biology, and I can't tell you why I remember it, but I do.
The mitochondria, the powerhouse of the power plant of the cell.
No powerhouse.
Powerhouse.
Right.
Powerhouse, right? Okay.
He had one line to remember,
You
and he
had
wished it.
one line.
So I was looking at your comic book, and I use like my art to deal with life in general. So I feel like that would have to help you on your comic book stuff and your storytelling and stuff. It seems like that has to be such a really good outlet for you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But you know what? When it came to the art, I wrote the story, and I found the artist on Fiverr. He actually is based in Ghana.
I love
And
Fiverr.
His
yeah,
artwork
Fiverr
is
is
great.
Yeah, his
I
artwork is
will
really
be
good.
sure to tell him I love working with him. He's so open-minded, and I felt like even with how driven I was to start this process, I didn't have a whole lot of experience writing comics. You know, my first book was a romance mystery, and my second book was a book of poetry. My third book was a book of poetry. And so starting this comic book journey, he was super helpful, super supportive. He has, you know, significantly more experience in that realm. And I'm just like, first of all, when I first started writing the comic book, I was writing it like it was a novel. And he was like, I need this in script format, Ashley. Have you ever done this before? And I'm like, no, no, I have not. First and
But you
foremost.
got it though, and it looks great. Like it worked out really well.
It did.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Dizzy, I sent you those links.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So
Wait. I have nerd questions because, you know, I'm a fan of hers, but now that she's family, there are things that we got to know before we can continue.
I've never
All right.
seen DRay fanboy, and I'm enjoying this.
Oh, trust and believe. If my wife wasn't looking at me, I would be fanboying for real. Marvel or Disney?
That's
You
getting
mean-
talked in the face.
Aren't they the same? Don't you mean Marvel or DC?
I meant DC.
Oh,
I
Marvel.
said Disney.
No, I think it should be Marvel like
Look,
Disney
look,
now.
Look, this is what happens when my
They're the
wife is
same,
looking
though.
at me.
No, they won't.
One's own.
Marvel or DC?
Yeah.
But no. But you can't know.
Disney is Marvel's.
Disney?
Marvel.
Damn it.
Hey.
Somebody give me a damn it Disney counter.
Let Ashley talk.
It's all good. Please, it is all good. Honestly, I would definitely have to say, I'd have to say Marvel.
Okay.
And but here's the thing. I will say though that there was I'm not against Disney. I think that, and I know that the question was Marvel or DC, but I guess the thing that has me stuck on Marvel or Disney is one, the two of them are together now. They are working
Synonymous.
Yeah, but I think that there were a few components of like you saying that made me want to like delve deeper. You guys obviously are familiar with the whole Iron Man series. I personally feel like once Disney did come on board, it wasn't, things changed. Like it became a little less mature. Does that make sense?
I agree.
That's
I
why I
agree.
think you can't like put them in the same category. Disney.
Are we
fucked it
gonna
up.
say now pre-Disney Marvel, post-Disney Marvel?
Yes, because
Yeah,
Disney
that's a phenomenal. Yeah, no, but for sure, Brad. That
makes sense.
Solid question.
Okay. Question number 2, and it's kind of a two-parter. What Hogwarts house are you in?
Oh dear Lord.
Shut up.
This is an important question.
I'm getting real. I'm not gonna say
If
it.
you didn't take the test, it's okay.
She did. She just don't want to tell us.
She's a Hufflepuff.
No, you got to look right behind the eyeball and you'll see a little bit of Slytherin, but that's just my.
I was gonna say Slytherin, but I didn't want to say it because I felt like
I'm
everybody was gonna
Slytherin!
be like, what?
I took that test like 4 times. I'm Slytherin.
And the second part of the question is, what would you do if you had an annoying Canadian who keeps challenging you to a Harry Potter contest, but they always duck you. How do you continue to extend grace?
I can only duck if you actually come forward with a date or something. And we blame this on Freak because if you recall, Freak was supposed to put that quiz together and he has not. And Freak, I know you're hiding in the chats.
I mean, I'm just glad you got somebody to blame.
I do. The other half of my brain.
Oh, like cam?
Yeah, if you just flip out
stop
like
cam button. Do you know how to read?
flip out like DRay does.
So, Troy was telling me you're big into anime. So were you big into anime before you started this whole this comic book thing, or has it changed how you do the comic book thing, or did it affect how you do that? Because I know that's two different things: comics, manga, anime. They're all different things, but they're all still kind of connected. And I'm just wondering, as an artist, how does this change things?
So I love that you asked me that question because I have gotten into a few arguments about what is considered anime and animation. And so my belief is that, I'm going to be completely transparent, I don't really feel like anime was truly meant for kids. I feel like animation was meant for kids. And I felt
totally
like
agree.
when I first started watching the Avatar, The Last Airbender, I was like, oh, I love this anime. And I was like, actually, you know what? If I'm being completely honest, there are so many components of this show that is so very driven for children. I truly, honestly do believe that. I love it. I love that show. I've fallen in love with that show. And that is actually what got me into anime because of the cartoon style, like the art style of it. It's very anime.
We all have our gateway drug.
Yes. That is it.
Animation has women. Anime has big tittied women.
Yes. You see what I'm saying? Yes. Yeah. I literally just did a cosplay video for IG, and the cosplay, they came in the mail, and I put it on, and I was like, this is not a large at all.
Who was it?
And I was like,
well, now we have questions.
I also have questions.
No, you don't. You can't. No, absolutely not. No.
So let her finish her cosplay.
I was going to say, let her speak.
DRay, do not be shy about talking over us or interrupting back. Okay, you just take that potato back.
Just like you're with family.
I just want your chocolate in the face.
Cosplay.
Yes.
She's on timeout.
In the middle of the video, I was like, to be fair, like the anime character here, her skirt is also pretty short. So I'm not even, and that's what got me. That's literally what filters into anime is not for kids. It's not, but I mean, the storyline is so immersive. It's always robust. There's always so many stories within the story. The narration, sometimes a little over the top, but also still immersive, So I would say, to answer your question after telling you my entire life story, the one animated show that got me into the whole nerd vibe was Avatar: The Last Airbender, and that the community that he built with the other characters, the other benders, is really a large part of what filters into the community that I'm trying to build in my own comic series with the new characters that are coming on board.
I believe it.
Very cool.
Oh, wow. So, since we're on the cusp of talking about anime, I wanted to share this little bit because, if I'm correct, the anime awards were probably 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks.
A couple weeks ago, yeah.
So take a look at this.
Every anime series that won an award at the 2025 Crunchyroll Anime Awards. Best continuing anime series in the world went to Demon Slayer. It beat out One Piece. Best animation award also went to Demon Slayer. Anime movie of the year went to Look Back. Best original anime, Ninja Kamui. Best romance anime, Blue Box. Best score, Solo Leveling. Best anime song, Dan Da Dan Opening 1, Otonoke. Best director went to Frieren. Best isekai anime, Re:Zero Season 3. Best slice of life anime, Too Many Losing Heroines. Best main character, Sung Jin Woo from Solo Leveling. Best supporting character, Fern from Frieren. Best drama, Frieren. Best comedy, Marshall. Best ending sequence, Solo Leveling Ending 1, Request by Krage. Best new series, Solo Leveling. Best background art, Frieren. Best character design, Dan Da Dan. Best action, Solo Leveling. Best voice actor performance, Alex Lee, voice of Sung Jin Woo from Solo Leveling. The Global Impact Award went to Attack on Titan. And the winner of Anime of the Year went to Solo Leveling Season 1. Share this with your anime friends. Let them know about the winners at the 2025 Crunchyroll Anime Awards. Are they valid? And also, follow to stay updated with the anime news that comes out.
Okay.
Solo Leveling kicked all kind of ass everywhere.
Oh, we got Troy so hooked on Solo Leveling.
He binged it in like.
He was done before us. We do this thing in our Discord where we stream anime and we all kind of watch it together sometimes. And a few of us were in there watching season 1 of Solo Leveling, and Troy hopped in at episode 3, I think it was episode 2 or 3, and it was like halfway through it, and he turned it on. And after like a few minutes of watching it, he turned it off. He's like, no, he's like, I gotta go and like watch this like all like right from the start. He's like, I don't want
from the beginning.
He immediately bounced, and then like a week later, he'd finished the season. None of us had finished the season yet.
It was that addictive to me. I love that show. I love the character, the way they built. I can't even talk. Just the way they built the character. The effects, the visuals, and especially when he got Igris, when he took over him, that was like the biggest battle to me, and I loved it. That is a great show, and I can't wait to season 3.
My favorite battle for Sung Jin Woo is actually the first time he had to kill a human being. Like when they had, it was that first time that epic song played, and he's working it out in his head about how we realize that sometimes humans and monsters are the same.
Yep.
And like all of a sudden, like he's like flitting all over the place, and that's the first time his eyes went ice cold. Like that was the best battle scene as far as I'm concerned for Sung Jin Woo. It was there's so much at stake.
No doubt. So that is definitely my anime. I have to almost say my all-time best, because it was I was that impressed with the writing, the effects. They did a great job with it.
The music.
I gotta finish it. I haven't finished it yet.
Oh, you gotta.
I know.
It wrapped up real nice. And then do you see the the teaser for Dan Da Dan season 2's dropped?
Ooh.
I know. So Troy and DRay, I know you guys didn't watch Dan Da Dan.
I have not yet.
Did you?
Nope.
Are me and Freak the only ones that watch Dan Da Dan?
I guess so.
It is an acquired taste. It is weird, straight out of left field, like right from the start. Like half the time after an episode, you're like, "What just happened to me?" But it's so good. But like,
I want to get into it.
What animes are you really into right now?
Right now, so we just finished Devil May Cry. I was obsessed with that.
That was a good one.
I really want to finish Solo Leveling. What else were we watching? We had a list of them. It's hard to keep up with the ones that we started. There was another one that I cannot remember the name of, and I feel like we talked about it on the last podcast episode that I was on with you. You mentioned it, and I got really excited, and I can't remember the name of it. What was it?
Demon Slayer.
Nice.
Yes, that. Why did I forget that? Yes.
Demon Slayer is awesome.
Honestly, that one was good and worth like all of the awards it got.
Go get the power.
No, I love me my Demon Slayer. Like Inosuke is my favorite.
Inosuke.
Like, he is that psychotic little boar. I love him. And like it's like in the Mugen Train arc when he at the start when he tries to fight the train, you realize if they had just let him fight the train, that whole movie would have been over right away, and Rengoku would have lived if they had just let him fight the train from the start.
Right.
Because at the end they had to let him fight the train, and he defeated the train.
Facts.
And I love how they'll do like series, and then they'll bring a movie that kind of overlaps the past and then goes into the future. Then the series come back in again. So that is a really unique concept, but it works great. And Solo Leveling actually picked up that same concept because between 1 and 2 they made the movie, and the movie did the same thing. It covered the elements of both. And then it goes further into the future, and then you pick up the series and it kind of more detailed as you go along. So really cool stuff. Really cool stuff.
Wait. Do you remember that Comic-Con video you tagged me in a couple days ago? One. Do you still have that?
I can grab it.
Dizzy needs it.
Oh, Dizzy needs it? Okay.
The first time I watched Demon Slayer, I was like right at the start of the episode. You know where it like comes in and it's just him running through the trees, that beautiful piece of animation, him running through the trees in the winter. As soon as I saw that little piece of animation, I knew Demon Slayer was something special. It was just beautiful. Like, and it hasn't let me down yet. What is like, do you have like a favorite genre of anime? Like there's all like the little tropes and genres and everything. Like, do you have one you kind of gravitate towards? Like I know us, we tend to like our isekais.
Veep loves his isekais. That's his jam.
Yeah, he loves his isekais. And I mean, I know for a fact, I'm pretty sure, Kent, if I had to guess your favorite anime, it is Reincarnated as a Slime.
Okay, look, I can't, it's not my fault.
What? that beat up Full Metal?
It is an amazing anime.
You ever watch?
Okay. I could watch Full Metal and Sword Art a million times over and over again, but you just can't beat the time
That's because it has butt sumo.
Okay, first of all, butt sumo is amazing. Second of all, I went through 3 seizures and forgot everything but the weird slime anime.
Some people have all the luck, but
you just like randomly like dropped in there that you went through 3 seizures, like it was just like normal conversation. You're like,
I know my brain is like broken. I'm not.
Oh yeah, no, she turns into a seizure salad.
Yeah, I just sketch it and forget, but like. I can, yeah. See, you can't forget butt sumo. Even Freak agrees.
But I remember that's how because they had never heard of this Reincarnated as a Slime, and that's how I got Goob and Freak to watch it. I mentioned there was an episode all about butt sumo. I'll admit I played dirty trying to get my way and watching what I want to watch in Discord. So I pandered. I pandered hard.
You know, it's her friend.
I know my audience.
You do what you got to do.
Okay.
You do what you got to do.
I mean, the way he gets carried around, you just.
Just resting under the boobies.
And Shion.
Freak asked what the best in fan service was, and it's that one. Between the way he gets carried around.
No, you've obviously never seen High School DxD.
Okay, no.
Y'all the reason we can't never have nothing nice.
You know what? I think this goes to what Ashley was talking about earlier. Is about how anime was not created for children.
I made it 30 whole minutes before we got into this. Thank you very much.
I accidentally found an anime and made us watch an episode because the Netflix version was very censored, and then we watched it on Crunchyroll.
And that was just so funny. So he's like, I watched this thing on Netflix. It's awesome. So we're like, okay, we're gonna put it on Discord. So I pull up my Crunchyroll account, and I'm like, okay, let's get going. And like a couple minutes in, is like there's showers, and we're like, dude, like we are good friends, but I feel like we're not good enough friends to watch this type of stuff together. So we turned it off. I think we went back to slime or something.
Where the Netflix version didn't have any of that.
Disney
But-
was telling you don't want to watch softcore with them?
Oh, but we watched, what else we watched? We watched, what about Attack on Titan? Where do you fall on Attack on Titan? That's usually a mixed bag about how people feel about
Oh
that.
my God, Attack on Titan kind of hurt my feelings initially, and I think it's because I got a little too emotionally invested. But I feel like
Yeah, you cannot get attached to anyone.
Yeah, but once like I got through it. I'm gonna be honest, it was still a little hard for me to like stay interested in Attack on Titan. It was a little tough, if I'm being completely honest. It was hard.
Yeah, they know how I feel about it because people getting ate like Slim Jims in the thing. I'm done.
And just like ripped,
like
people
like,
laying
nah,
it out their
We're
mouth,
good.
and it was
It's
just hard.
graphic. It is
yes.
graphic, and it doesn't help that the main character is really hard to like. Like I didn't like him through the whole series, and he was the reason that I had a hard time getting into it. Like I must have watched the first few episodes like 6 times over 6 months trying to get into this show because people kept telling me just stick with it, it'll get better. I'm like, when?
Stick with it. Yeah, I couldn't.
But so I stuck with it, and then like it ramped up and got really into it. And then you can ask Goob, you were in the Discord when we watched the finale, and I straight up ugly cried in the Discord.
She muted and everything.
saying?
Yeah.
Turned the camera off. And,
I was just like, I can't. I hit it. I ugly cried.
Attack on
Yeah,
Titan
I
hurt all of
got
us.
emotionally invested. You got hurt when it wrapped up. I got hurt in the very beginning. I couldn't. I was like, "What is this? I am devastated. I can't do this.
No.
I can't do this."
No,
So-
the way it ended killed me.
So, family, hold that pause. We're going to take a moment to do the blast artist, and then we'll come back to chop up some more. I actually am going to play Jsaw, but it is not the booty. What did he call it?
Booty?
It's not going to. No. Well, I'd have to go get it, but no.
Scooby song.
The Scooby song, Scooby Booty. That's what Freak calls it. No, this one is called Happen for a Reason, but this is Jsaw. Let's check it out.
I'm that cold. I walk on water, be freezing. I stay blessed. You think I'm round here, be sneezing. Oh, is that so? You lost everything, man. You dreaming. Yeah, I was flat, broke. Everything had for a reason. I'm that cold. I walk on water, be freezing. I stay blessed. You think I'm round here, be sneezing. Oh, is that so? You lost everything, man. You dreaming. Yeah, I was flat, broke. Everything had for a reason. Escalade. 26s. Sunroof back. Pulling many. VIP. Popping bottles. Charlie's Angel sitting on my lap on full throttle. Big ass house, gym and pool table, double doors to the master. Has a bossy telling fables. I put it on my kids. I really live that life. I've been there, done that, man. Don't need to live that twice. That shit come with a price. That light will blind your sight. From all gold that's inside. Okay, just one more night. The light hit ice, it shines so bright. Brought gold diggers to my side. Just one more night and I'll do right. I was addicted to that life. See that type of thing can show me I had insecurities. I had to lose it all to build it back and show I was worthy, G. Now I know my worth. I'm a king, I think accordingly. A man admits his faults. What's your story? I'm that cold. I walk on water, be freezing. I stay blessed. You think I'm round here, be sneezing. Oh, is that so? You lost everything, man. You dreaming. Yeah, I was flat, broke. Everything had for a reason. I'm that cold. I walk on water, be freezing. I stay blessed. You think I'm round here, be sneezing. Oh, is that so? You lost everything, man. You dreaming. Yeah, I was flat, broke. Everything happened for a reason. Every day in the streets, it's a privilege to me to drink that Hennessy. On the west side, chilling in the jets. Do a few shots with the homie, hop back in the whip. Then I hit the strip, just used to floss and shit. Niggas thinking I'm a lick, females thinking I'm a trick. Just like a frugal aggressive man, I ain't with that shit. Niggas jump me at the strip club, yeah, they got my shit. I knocked 2 of the motherfuckers out before they got my shit. I went up there next weekend by myself just to get my shit. There was nowhere to be found, man, I was mad as shit. I wore my Louis Vuittons with the spikes just to kick a bit. All of this could have been avoided, I was a little humble. I had a girl at home alone. No wonder why that fucking pride had the best of me. No wonder why I always stumble. I was a drunk uncle, lost it all, but look what came from it. I'm that cold, I walk on water and be freezing. I stay blessed, you think I'm around here be sneezing. Oh, is that so? You lost everything, man, you dreaming. Yeah, I was flat, broke, everything got forward, breezing. I'm that cold, I walk on water and be freezing. I stay blessed, you think I'm around here be sneezing. Oh, is that so? You lost everything, man, you dreaming. Yeah, I was flat, broke, everything got forward, breezing.
Yes, indeed. That was our boy J-Saw with Happen for a Reason. And if you are an independent artist, a spoken word poet, or up-and-coming comedian looking for some exposure, you can go to blastmusic247.com and register for free. But Blast is also looking for the fans. So if you're a fan of great music, you too can go to blastmusic247.com, register as an unlimited fan, and have access to hundreds of independent music. So there's a QR code, scan it, and it will bring you to blastmusic247.com. We're changing the industry one artist at a time. Boom. Alrighty. So again, for those who didn't know, we are here with the wonderful Ashley Page, and we're just nerding it up with her because normally she's talking about her nursing adventures and whatnot. But now we get to see another side. And again, thank you for hanging with us. Have you had an opportunity of someone famous that actually reached out to you and said, "Hey, I love what you do," or whatever? Has that happened yet?
I will say more like social media famous or like internet famous, but not
celeb.
You know what? What's I think Erica Alexander from In Living Color.
Really? Nice.
Yeah, that was cool. That was one experience that I had. Yeah, she's pretty down to earth.
You know, Miss Ashley, I'm really good at reading people. You really sideswiped that question, which if we boiled it down and condensed it, he was really asking, has anybody ever slid in your DMs? So I really was watching your face. You. I was watching your face. So I want you to know that was an expert meal.
No one famous has slid into my DMs, but others
do.
We can't take DRay anyway. Right? We cannot take you anywhere, DRay.
I was just
that was a legit question.
What kind of answer he's looking for here?
The funny thing is, I am innocent. I was literally just asking what I asked.
Troy. That's not how Troy thinks.
Okay,
It got twisted like a mug.
Troy says he's like the Ned Flanders of our group, and I don't think I've ever heard a more accurate statement. Like, I think, but so other than anime, like, do you have any other like secret geekiness? Like, we're all around here, but like we're gamers and comic books or regular books or
trading cards,
Dungeons and Dragons, or
I will say regular books. I do love reading. It's been a while since I've gotten swept away by a book because I've just been so busy. But once I get locked into a good book, you can't get in touch with me. You can't have a
rabbit hole, right?
I'm immersed.
Do you have like a series you're obsessed with, or a favorite series? Like, I know DRay likes Harry Potter.
The kind of books that I actually enjoy reading are either mystery romance, or like smutty, like really kind of risque types of books. And so I felt like
You're not alone.
My go-to author, oh my God, I'm forgetting her name. She's a really good, her last name starts with a G, really good mystery author. I don't know why her name, I'm drawing a blank.
Mystery.
I'll find it.
Yes.
That's what we'll do. Real quick, Freak says, I love how relatable it was. He's talking about your comment right from the start. Genuinely, as he put it, LOL'd to myself throughout. The typical superhero tropes felt fresh. I was swept in the pacing, just like the MC.
Freak talking like an adult.
Thank you.
So that's how we know Freak's not actually behind the keyboard.
Actually, I had to screen it for me because of the first panel. So like I asked Freak to screen it for me so he could like give clip notes in case I couldn't read it. And
he's still learning.
So he's
still learning.
Well, I know for a fact that he did read that one.
Sure, no big words.
Well, Freak was telling me about it. Like I was in Discord with Freak before I hopped over here, and he was telling me that he was really enjoying it and everything, and he got after me for not having read it yet. So like, trust me, like when I'm done here, that is my bedtime reading for the night.
It's a good story.
So dope. Thank you.
It's a good story because it's actually there's like no real moment of pause. There's always something going on. So I loved it. That's why I read through it so quickly, because I was like, wow, that was good.
But Freak is mocking me. Me and him had a Wordle battle today. Like he sat there and watched me like for so long try to puzzle out today's Wordle. And he's sitting there taunting me from chat.
Y'all in your fucking Wordle.
What is a Wordle?
You're about to drive me up the wall.
Is it like Words with Friends, but like more intense?
Yes. And then they post it in the Discord.
We have a Discord channel.
Oh, that's right.
Did you rename Words with Ex Friends?
They literally post it in the Discord nonstop, and I'm gonna have to fly to like.
Just mute the channel, lady.
I don't know how to do that, Dizzy.
Your husband's in IT.
Her husband's never home.
Right click, mute. Right click, mute.
Dizzy, I'm not that smart.
Y'all are lucky I'm in here right now.
That's hilarious.
I just love how y'all just forget we got a guest tonight.
I promised Freak I would watch my language tonight, so I will get you guys in chat.
Oh wow! So real quick, this is supposedly for you, Dizzy.
What I want to do is a full swing right now. I'm not going for PVA. Moves on! Michael. Not the same one. Michael Jackson, the dancer. You didn't You're wasting the
You're welcome.
They are wild. They are wild.
Because it is absolutely Michael Jackson. You can't convince me it's not. But that was like a perfectly done
That
video.
was Muzanki Butsuji.
It was absolutely Michael Jackson.
You know what? I don't blame them for wanting their vengeance right now, okay?
No doubt.
Shit went down.
Now, speaking of controversy, and this is hot off the presses.
Are we going to start a fight?
No, not a fight, but do you know that the new White Panther in comics, and you can fact check this, he's actually white. And he's actually created by the original writer, comic script of the Black Panther. What it is this guy is actually the half son of T'Challa, and he's actually a bad guy instead of good. So it's like, talk about a twist. So this is going to be interesting.
Okay, I did hear a bunch of talk about replacing the Black Panther with the White Panther, and a bunch of people that hadn't read it.
You can't call him the White Panther.
Okay, I don't think you. I don't. That's the only word.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
We shall call him the White Puma.
But like
the White Puma,
the snow leopard.
the snow leopard, right?
I really want to talk from people that haven't read it, complaining about replacing the Black Panther with, you know,
The snow leopard.
Right.
glow in the dark.
The albino panther is what Freak said. There you go.
So you're saying that you're trying to say that so people are complaining about him being replaced with a white character, not knowing that is actually canon.
It's in the original.
Correct.
comic.
It's actually created for the
I knew where she was trying to get.
Yes.
Because I don't agree with all of the race swapping that like taking originally Black characters and turning them white. I'm not gonna hit you yet, and stop blinking. But with this one, a lot of people are complaining about it when it's in the original comic.
Well,
Like,
hold on.
People will do that. I mean, they did a lot of that for the Ghost in the Shell when Scarlett Johansson was cast to play Major, and they didn't realize, like, they even talked to the creator of Ghost in the Shell, and Major is a Caucasian character.
Right. So here,
I know things.
here's the scoop. So it's a new iteration of the Black Panther will be white, while half Black, as he's still T'Challa's son. Weirdly enough, people don't seem to be happy about this. And the guy says, I don't have a dog in a race, but the reaction is amusing to me. Where one said, stop letting these non-Black people touch Black Panther. They do silly stuff like this. The writer is Black. So anyway.
Wait, I have a stupid question.
Sure.
I mean, all of them are, but I have a stupid question.
I would say, like, let's all put on our surprise faces.
At the end of the last one, at the end of the last movie, they had a little kid. Was that his like nephew?
No, that was supposed to be one of his kids.
It was his son, right? Yeah.
That's where I'm going with this. I thought it was a son, but with this, I figured maybe.
So here's
the thing. Here's the thing. I think because Chadwick Boseman passed away so young, and nobody knew he was sick for so long.
Right.
And we as a culture, not necessarily just as a race, but as a culture, he was so embedded after the Black Panther that it is really, really hard for us to look past anything beyond him. And so whether it's canon or not, people are like, they just announced today that they're scrapping the video game that they had been working on for 4.5 years.
Yep.
And they're not necessarily given a good reason other than people are still emotionally attached.
That's exactly it.
You're absolutely right.
People are absolutely they get emotionally attached to someone. They're like, that is that character. No one else can be that character. Like how Robert Downey Jr. No one else can play Iron Man.
Agreed.
That's it. Robert Downey Jr. is Iron Man.
Chadwick Boseman added so many personal touches to the character, though, like his scarring. He went through the hours of doing it every day, specifically because of the culture, and it's honestly escaping me because it's been so long since I've read it. But there was because of the culture and the scarring and the way it was originally done, I think in Africa maybe. That he went through it every day because of that. Like he added so many personal details to the character that I think it Black Panther not being him takes away from it.
Well, it also doesn't help that he passed away so unexpectedly. It was just people were looking for more of him. They were invested emotionally and mentally. They took so many components of this that meant a lot to them. And so it kind of felt like something was taken away from them. And they don't really, that's unfortunately the way grief works. You look for someone to blame. You look for something to blame. You look for someone and something to take the anger out on. And so now that they are actively trying to continue this. People are like, no, you are now who I get to be angry at for taking this from us. You know, it just it's also psychological, and it's pretty sad.
It is.
I mean, I think about it. I mean, think about where we all were when we saw the first Avengers movie, right? And we were sitting there, we were going, my God, they got it right. They didn't screw this up. Right? We went into Black Panther with that same expectation and came out, wow, they got it right. They did not screw this up. And so we were really looking forward to the continuation of the story. And like you said, nobody knew the man was dying. And it's really, really difficult to resurrect. And plus, Disney and Marvel, they had invested so much money in the franchise that they probably won't be able to recoup right now, because who's going to replace Chadwick right now? Nobody.
Yes, indeed. I'm gonna take a little side detour, and this right here, Dizzy, I wanted to get your expertise on highest grossing movies of 2025 so far. Minecraft is at 929 milli. Both of Brave New World and Thunderbolts don't even meet that. That is crazy. Why do you think it's that number, Dizzy?
Well, Minecraft, it's kind of
everybody.
I hesitate to use the word cult, but I mean, like, people who play Minecraft, they're into their Minecraft, right? Like, people are obsessed with it. Devoted, that is a great word. So those people are going out and they're hitting this movie up, and it doesn't hurt that you've got, you know, Jack Black in there, who he brings a little bit of credibility with him when it comes to video games, just because he is such a huge gamer. Like, I maintain he was probably the only good part of the Borderlands movie was Jack Black.
Wow. He made the movie?
He was
you make a good point. I feel like
the only good part of it.
I feel like a lot of people, you made like a solid point, Dizzy, where it's really just the commitment. Like, people are going to see it because of their commitment to Minecraft. Like, it's a whole community.
Yeah, and people will go to support it. I mean, I knew the Borderlands movie was going to be shit. I still went and saw it. So, like, Minecraft is definitely going to be up there. But you know what? From everything I hear, it's actually really good. I want to go see it myself. I am disappointed that I know. Can you throw that chart back up on there for a second? I think I saw Sinners. I think Sinners should be higher on that list. I'm kind of surprised. I think Sinners should beat out Thunderbolts.
I don't know where when this was put up, but Sinners is not stopped. It's still climbing.
Yeah, because Thunderbolts, for me, that is something you can move it now so we can see Kent and Goop. But like Thunderbolts, I feel is like a lot of people are a little bit marveled out right now. Like, I know we were just talking about Black Panther, but people are marveled out right now between all the series and all of the movies. It's just the market's been saturated, so we're exhausted. So I feel like that's something I'm going to wait till it comes to video, or I can stream it at home, is when I'm going to watch Thunderbolts. But Sinners, like, me and Sam, we were in a panic thinking we were going to miss that in theater because, like, the one weekend I was sick and the other weekend he wasn't great. And we're like, we got to get to the theater before this goes. And it was 100% worth it. It was amazing. So I think Sinners should at the very least beat out Thunderbolts, because I can't be the only one that is exhausted right now with Marvel. But Sinners was so fresh and different and amazing. Yes. And I mean, you've got Michael B. Jordan playing two characters, and I mean, that's twice Michael B. Jordan. So, yeah. But,
also, you got to look at the unfair expectation from Marvel and Disney, aka the rat trap. Anytime a movie can make a third of $1 billion and it's still considered a failure, we got to start reevaluating how we're looking at movies, what's being invested. You know?
Yeah.
So.
Honestly, I blame Dizzy. Okay, look.
Did you see that pop up and look around?
I blame I'm busy.
I'm sitting over here on task and shit. And
No. You were bitching about this movie before it even came out, and then you were bitching about it the whole time, and then you bitched about it after it came out.
What
And
movie?
it's so
she's
bad.
got to
you're
be talking about
bitching
Borderlands.
And
We're not
you're
talking about
still,
Borderlands
but
anymore.
She's
just crocheting.
I'm gonna give you a heads up, Kent. I'm gonna give you a heads up. I'm never gonna stop complaining about the Borderlands movie. Okay, I'm still complaining about the Queen of the Damned movie, and that's been out for like 20 years.
Oh, jeez.
All right. So I'm not gonna stop complaining about Borderlands.
But it's the same logic. If a movie's considered a failure and it's that bad, and we all know it's going to be that bad, why the fuck are we going to see it?
Because I wanted to support Borderlands, because I know they're going to give me another good game, and they are.
They're not,
September,
though.
I'm
They're
getting
not.
another
Oh, the
game.
game was pretty good.
The games have yet to let me down.
And Freak showing
That'd be all you
sentiment.
want.
Not this rant again.
I'm just gonna mute my wife.
Oh, wow. So real quick,
Carry on.
because we're close to landing the plane, I wanted to share this amazing content creator that loves trolling little horny nerds that try to hit on her. So let's
I feel called out.
that's funny.
I hit on them.
And check it out.
I'm sorry, I'm recovering from what I just saw.
What did you see?
I'm guessing it was a homosexual man because he was dancing very zestfully.
Oh, wow.
When I tell you he was just sitting on his bed with his legs crossed and he just kept hitting this over and over again, just throwing his arms around it. There's a Doja Cat in the background.
Oh, okay.
I got a question for you.
Well, I don't think I have too much more less crazy than him.
Alright, but still, I got a question for you. I'm not even on that. Like, peach, or am I taking peach, raspberry, strawberry, or lemon?
I'm gonna say raspberry.
What the? Oh, hold on. No, because I'm confused. I'm conflicted.
What are you confused about?
What's going on here?
I'm cosplaying.
You got two different voices. Is that a voice changer?
I have two different voices?
You just switched up the way you was talking. You got a voice changer?
I didn't do that.
How much thought drank tonight?
Are you okay?
Oh no, man.
You need to stop drinking.
You said raspberry.
Yeah, raspberry. Cheers.
I'm not tripping. I'm not tripping. Okay, now, I don't know if I'm seeing things, but I see appendages that don't match your voice.
Why they don't match my voice?
Because that's a grown man.
I'm a grown woman.
What did you start as?
What did I start as? I don't know what that means.
When you came out of, what is on your birth certificate, male or female?
Dragon Lord.
Is that a dragon on your shoulder?
It sure
yes.
is.
I just... confused.
What's so confusing? Like, help me out. Walk me through it.
Oh, no. Which one's your real voice?
Neither one.
Huh?
I'm transgender.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's... You have a good night, gang.
You too. Take care, bro.
That dude was inebriated. Yes, ma'am.
I think my favorite part of that whole thing was I'm now going to say that people dance zestfully.
Zestfully.
Zestfully is a beautiful word. It's a beautiful word.
I feel like from now on I'm going to dance
do the white
zesty.
girl wiggle and call it zesty.
I'm supposed to salt and pepper.
Wait, I have a thing. Okay, I can't find it right now, but I'm gonna send it to you in a bit because it's always on my reels. But there is a Ukrainian person that does like video calls like that, and they sit in their chair with their pink background and their cute little cat ears.
I think I've seen him.
the makeup down their chest. So it looks like full-on cleavage, and then they get people like they pull them in and get them talking in this cute little voice, and then it turns into a full-on man.
Right.
And they show like all the yes. That's my favorite person in the world. But also, you cannot be asking the questions that man was asking.
Right.
Start at. What was your starting class?
What did you start at?
What was your starting point? How did you get here?
I was a level 1 clerk.
You have a sword or a scabbard?
I also fully agree with the Dragon Lord because, like, what kind of question is that?
There is a video of, and it's the Master Chief talking to the Arbiter. And that's popped up on my stage feed a few times. What?
I fucking love those videos. There's a shit ton of them.
Yeah. But there's one where Master Chief is trying to ask the Arbiter what he is. And it is hilarious. It's only like a few seconds, but it's kind of along those lines. It was just a lot more condensed. And I'll send it to you, Goob, if you haven't seen that one yet. But that's what that made me think of. But yeah, from now on, I'm going to say I dance Zesty. That's
Zesty is my favorite new slang. It's the best.
We're going to bring Zesty back again.
All right. So we are landing the plane. That's our term of we're going to get out of here.
Take us home.
Ashley, thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Of course, it was such a pleasure.
Let me see here. I have the link. Where did I do with it? Give me a second. Is this it? Yes, it is.
Is there anything else you want to plug before we go?
That's what I just put up. You can get her comic book at dirtywordsmith.com. The QR code is also to get to her site. She sells hoodies and t-shirts, and shoot, she even got a stand for the comic book, so that lets you know she is on point. But go ahead and scan the QR code and you can get it there.
That's the merchandising.
As well as she has information about her and all that other good stuff there. So that's dirtywordsmith.com. As I told you last time, Miss Ashley, you come in as a guest, you leave as family. So you are 2 times family now. So you know, anytime, especially with issue 2, we want to know, and you're more than welcome to come back to plug it. So you got a place here.
Thank you guys so much. This is so awesome.
You're welcome. So we like to say little things before we leave. So what would you like to tell the people before you leave, before you go?
Like about myself, promo,
or just like, hey,
pump them up for life, let them down easy, something.
Okay, I think you got a more confused.
That's
what I
stuff like that.
Closing comments.
Yeah, closing comments.
I don't know. I had a great time, guys. I really love this. I really loved being here. You guys are really dope. So thank you.
Thank you. So DRay, I'm gonna go ahead and go with you, sir. What would you like to say before we leave?
This was a dope episode. Ashley, it's so great to meet you, and I think your path is an example to people of what happens when they choose their heart, they follow their North Star, and you got a whole new world ahead of you. So kudos to you.
Indeed.
Thank you.
Ms. Dizzy, what would you like to say before we head out?
Just be zesty, everyone. Don't be afraid to hide your zest.
Be zesty.
New t-shirt incoming.
Don't
no
let
doubt.
the haters steal your zest.
There you go. All right, EBTCH and GOOB, what would you like to say before we head out?
Okay, for my zesty people, I would not personally consider calling the U.S. Lifeline phone number, but if anybody needs a crisis phone number and wants to call one in Canada, the number is 877-330-6366. I know I was, and I didn't, because I just got it a second ago. But if you need a crisis lifeline phone number, just call them, and they can talk to you for a while, help you out, get you anything you need. And you always have friends here.
All right, and GOOB, what do you like to say?
Why me? I'm gonna go with the old reliable.
No, I liked that one.
Don't be a dick.
I like why me.
That never fails. and
One.
and I will speak. I will speak freaks. He's in the audience, but we have this little thing actually for those who play video games with Freak. The chuckles. Basically, your life is in his hands whenever you play with him. So here's kind of an example of playing with Freak.
Place the zip line. Shit, sorry.
In short, that's kind of like that. But Freak said, "Be kind and have pride in yourself." Look at
Yes,
there.
you are about to be slandered again, Freak. Because when you're playing with Freak, you're playing against Freak.
You don't play with him, you play against him.
He said I'm about to be slandered again, aren't I? That's hilarious.
We have an audio clip of you shooting me in the face.
And he deserves it.
Or we had an audio clip of you shooting me in the face.
Dizzy,
Do you know how many clips I have of him just straight up killing me?
It's the love, though. That's all. Well, anyway.
Full of them.
Land the plane.
Yes, indeed. So make sure you guys bring your friends, tell them about the show, and when you bring them to the show, give them some loving. Yes, indeed.
I love that one.
We love the jiggle. So, guys, thank you so much for hanging with us. We appreciate you guys. Please be safe, and we will see y'all next week.
I promise you, on everything I love, I'm putting that in a rap song.
Peace.